I think we're going to hear more about Margaret's laddie, Miss Clint.
I can't help it, it's such a small little vein, and you've no idea what a gimpy laddie is. And here's a story. I'm glad the skills teach about the birds and the bees, because I've never been able to explain it to Margaret Clint. So I was very flummoxed when Clint came home for the skill and asked, "Can you and my daddy no get married?" I said, "Son, we are married. Can you no see our wedding photo on the sideboard with me and your father outside the kirk, with your Uncle Jimmy and your Auntie Jenny? What do you think I was wearing a white frock and a veil for?" I ken the photo's a wee bit spoilt, with your granny cousland, greeting and holding the big white hanky up to her een. She wasn't very pleased when your Uncle Jimmy wrote that caption on it, "Begin to my Willie Jessie Broom." For by the stork Whitney I brought a braw wee wean like you to a mammy and daddy that wasn't married. Clint said, "Man, Pim Broom was telling us of what a great time he had at his father's wedding, and he asked me if I'd enjoyed myself at yours. I tell him I couldn't mind being there, so I thought you might not be married." Wee Jimmy Smith's father has told him he can bring 12 pals to his wedding. So Jimmy's given first chance to anybody will ask him back to their mammy or their daddy's wedding. So I suppose I'll not get it unless you get married again. But you're wrong about the stork. Wee Jeannie McBean and her brothers have never had a father, but they've got lots of uncles. And each one brings them money and presents and sweeties. On Saturday night, their new uncle gave them money to go to the pictures, and more for a feed after it. He's a rare laugh and he likes a joke. One night when they came home for the pictures, the house was in darkness. After they knocked for a while, their new uncle shoved money through the letterbox and told them to go and buy fish suppers. He said he was playing at hide and seek with her mum. Sissy Mackay was at her father's wedding. She had a smashing time. She got to bring 12 pals and they ate for the buffet all night. And then Sissy got up and sang, "I'm nobody's child." She made our £12 in tips for the guests, and yon old wife who was greeting, but her granny was fizzing. And I would be a lot better off if I had 2 mammies and 2 daddies. Archie Gairdner has that, and he's never short of cash or sweeties. He just has to say to his daddy and his stepmother, "My real mammy is buying me a bike, but I would far rather hear a computer to make me clever, so you would be proud of me." And then he goes home and he says to his real mammy and his stepdad, "My real father's getting me a computer, but I would far rather hear a bike to make me fit and healthy, so you wouldn't need to nurse me if I took ill with not getting enough fresh air." Archie thought it wouldn't be fun doing, because his mammy and daddy didn't talk. Sure enough, the next week when he visited his real father, there was a lovely computer waiting for him and a TV to go where. At the end of the month, he got a lovely mountain bike for his own mammy. I was worried because I kept my man wouldn't want to go through the rigmarole of a wedding just to give Oor Clint a party. So when he came in, he had a wee talk with Clint. He said, "Seriously, son, you can't think that we're going to get married again to give you a party. Bring some of your pals home this Saturday night. We'll hire a DVD and we'll have hamburgers and crisps and sweeties." Well, that day, aye, thanks, that's a very dark, said Clint.
I might have Margaret wrote that. You didn't hear DVDs, you just put that one in, right?
Well, I've got to.
Aye, bring it up the time, right? It's called improvisation. First time I've heard that.